In this video, I'll show you how we can do the backup of the LXC container in Proxmox in existing Proxmox virtual environment and how we can restore that into the new Proxmox virtual environment. So let me show you step by step how we can do that. Here I'm on my Proxmox virtual environment, which is the existing Proxmox virtual environment. And here I have the Docker LXC container and its name is Docker. While it is running, you should not be taking the backup. It will not allow you to take the backup. I will recommend you to do the clone of this container. Once you do the clone of this, I can now start this. So already I have made the clone. So how you can do the clone? You can click here, come back here, more, and click on clone. It will clone the LXC container, which is available now here. As it is part of the LXC container is part of the main operating system, it is not recommended to take the backup directly here. So we have to convert this into templates. So I'll just do one thing here. We have to make sure that we remove the snapshots from here. So I'll remove all the snapshots from here because this is not container right now. So we'll be just doing this from here, Docker, which is the cloned one, and I'll convert to template. And yes, now you can see that it is being converted to template now. And if I show you here down, convert to template, here you can see LXC container has been converted to template. There might be other ways also to do the backup and restore, but I'll be using the template. So I'll be clicking here, click on the backup, and I'll just choose the backup storage, which is TrueNAS. And in TrueNAS, I'll do the backup now. Click the backup. So you can see here that backup mode is stopped. It is already stopped right now, and it is creating the VZ dump, and which is archiving the backup over here. So this is VZ dump of LXC 120, which is this one Docker, and here is the backup which it is creating. So we'll wait for this backup to complete. All right, so you can see here that the backup of the container has completed. So total bytes written were 9.7 GB, and you can see here that the backup was finished successfully. So if I go back here to the TrueNAS and backups, you can see here two backups are there. One was the pfSense, which was the VM backup, and this one is the container backup. This is my existing Proxmox virtual environment, and here I'll be going to pfSense backup was there in the TrueNAS. I'll just refresh this, of course, to see if another file is available. Yes, another file is there. I'll be now restoring this container, and I'll click on restore. It will again, of course, create the template, and then this template can be converted to the Docker container. So I'll just click on restore, and it will take a little while. As I'm on network, you can see here that 101 container is being created. So we'll wait for this process to complete. I'll come back to you once the restore is completed. All right, so you can see here that the restore has been completed here, and right now the container 101 restore is completed. 9.7 GB is the total bytes which has been read, and total size for the backup was 4.89 GB. And now you can see here that the container template has been brought in here. So before continuing, make sure that it is not locked. When you are copying it, at the same time it becomes locked. You can use the command. You can go here to PVE shell, and you can use PCT, which is for container. So Proxmox container is PCT, and unlock, and I want to unlock 101. So it will be unlocked here. Here you can see it has been unlocked. Now I will just go here and clone this, and once I clone, I will keep it name as it is. I'll use full clone, and here I'll be choosing the target storage as local LVM, and a resource pool, it will be default because we are having only one resource here, which is PVE. So it will use the default pool here. Now it is being cloned right now. You can see here the clone is in process until it is completed. You can see here that clone is running right now, which will be copying the complete container from that template, and it will restore it into the PVE local. And here on this Docker, you can see that the root disk was in the TrueNAS base 101 disk. So which means that this disk is being copied, which is 20 GB, and it is being restored. So we'll wait for this until it is completed, and I'll come back to you. All right, so here you can see now that Docker 102 is now ready, and root disk is 20 GB, which is available here. This was same as it was on the primary server. There it was called 101 as Docker, and you can see here that everything is fine here. It was 20 GB. Here also it is 20 GB. I can simply now start this and it will start working. But of course, here we have to see the network configuration. You can see here VMBR1, which is not configured. We have to configure that and I'll show you. So this was all about restoring container. We have backed up on one server where the shared storage was used, NFS, which is on TrueNAS, and then on the new server we simply restore. It is one of the best ways to backup on a shared storage on regular intervals so that you can restore it at any point of time whenever there is any disaster. So let's continue to the next video.